I'm going to find it very difficult to vote for something like this myself, because I believed that we should have done something different. In the meantime, I will continue to campaign for what I thought of and what I think of as Brexit and the logic of Brexit, because this is nothing if it is not a Brexit government. And Brexit is nothing if we in this country don't do things differently.
Our political correspondent Amanda Acast joins us live now from Westminster. A lot of people have been wondering what Boris Johnson made of the negotiations earlier in the week. He's made it clear he's not entirely comfortable with it, but does he have a great deal of parliamentary support?
Well, I think it's no surprise, really, to most people in Westminster that Boris Johnson disagrees with Rishi Sunak's whole conciliatory approach to the problems with the Northern Ireland Protocol, which, of course, Boris Johnson agreed in order to get Brexit done, as he put it, by sitting down with the EU, reopening negotiations and ditching, as part of that, Boris Johnson's signature policy to deal with those problems, which was the Northern Ireland Protocol bill, which effectively threatened to unilaterally ditch the Northern Ireland Protocol and rip it up, which was quite clearly a threat to the EU and could have led to a potential trade deal. He has kept us waiting since Monday to give us his verdict. And although he was critical, it wasn't the kind of evisceration that some might perhaps have expected. I think he's probably quite aware that he doesn't have a huge amount of overt support from the backbenchers on this. Many formerly strident Brexiteers have actually welcomed the Windsor framework quite warmly as well. There isn't the kind of huge brewing rebellion that some were kind of expecting Boris Johnson to use as a vehicle to kind of storm back to the leadership over all of this. But still, the fact that he's saying he would find it difficult to vote for it, the fact that he's urging Rishi Sunak to return to the Northern Ireland Protocol bill are problematic for him, because part of the negotiation with the EU was the decision to drop the Northern Ireland Protocol bill because it was felt that it was a threat by the EU. So clearly that's not something that Rishi Sunak is going to look to do. And in this speech today, Boris Johnson also really used it as an opportunity to really defend Brexit and sell the potential opportunities of Brexit. He talked about the importance of divergence, of doing things differently and taking advantage of it, something which perhaps Mr. Sunak himself hasn't been doing, given that his most recent high-profile comments were about celebrating the opportunities offered to Northern Ireland by its access to the single market as well as the UK.